It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Miami Heat. Looking at Miami, in comparison to where they were record-wise at this point last season, it seems they've taken a step backwards. They're trying to make up that ground. We'll be expecting a major air raid here in tonight's game. Two teams that live and die by the long ball. Shaq, we talk about how great three-point shooting helps you spread the floor. Tell us why that's a good idea.
Ernie, extra space can lead to more open shots. And when the guys are knocking them down, it makes it harder to double guys on the block.
But you think about it, Ernie. When you can shoot that three ball, that means the defense has to come out, which creates so many driving lanes and mismatches all over the floor. This is one for the ages.
So that's how they beat us in 94, 95.
Oh,
yeah.
we started that.
Yeah.
We started that.
With Kenny's long-range marksmanship.
Yep.
Game's just about ready to start. Time now to send it to Kevin Harlan with the call.
I stopped counting after 7.
That's a record, right?
Yeah, I stopped counting.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. Bringing you some fun on a Monday night. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, you'll be hearing from shortly. Look at the Heat. Well, guys, at this point, while still many things can change, their record is not on par with their performance last year. Maybe a cause for concern, but something they are well aware of.
And you know, for the Heat, they've just lacked that one extra piece that could put them over the top this season. They haven't been able to kind of set themselves apart.
What they've done, they've kept themselves in the playoff picture, though. They haven't been spectacular, but still in the race. And we all know anything can happen in the postseason.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, D.A. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. Now we'll see two of the top defenses in the league go at each other here. Smitty, what do these teams do so well defensively that make them stand out?
Well, they communicate, they rotate well, they close out. But what they do is they make you play to your first, second, and make you get all the way to your third and fourth option. They take away those first 2 or 3 options. That's what makes these teams so good on the defensive end.
Like you were just saying during our break, contest, and always contest, huh?
Yes.
So here's Miami's starting group. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. Richardson is out there with White, and it's Whiteside in at the center position.
And we talk about this a lot. Turnovers leading to transition points.
I love the anticipation right there for the pick. Then he wastes no time getting up court.
Now here's Waiters, and the shot goes down. Pachulia against Whiteside. Here's Durant, and he uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got his first points of the game.
You know, it's not just his size, it's his touch. When KD gets inside, you can practically count it.
Dragic dishes to Waiters. Thompson comes with the double team. Whiteside kicks to Richardson. Misses from short range. On defense, Miami. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, on the road, role players often have a harder time scoring. But on that night, it was just the opposite.
And here are the Heat now, following the score by Golden State. Pachulia with the steal. Here's Curry. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They already got into a nice flow. 4 for 5 from the field.
Dragic with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. For 3, Richardson gets it to go from beyond the arc. Richardson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Durant, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And last season, Durant was again playing at a very high level, even after shifting teams and deferring to other stars. And before his injury, there was talk of him being in the MVP conversation.
Which is scary because you know when he's healthy, every year he will be in that conversation. As long as he's healthy, he will be considered one of the top players in the league.
Truth shots. Loose shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season. And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Waiters with the ball, picked up by Thompson. From deep, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And Durant, here we go. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 6 points for Kevin Durant.
With his long strides, Durant can gather at the three-point line and still get all the way to the rim.
Richardson for 3. Richardson missing again. Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside Dragic. They double him with Green. Kicks it to Richardson from past the arc. Richardson missing again. Warriors leading by 6. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Waiters passes to White. The kick out to Dragic. He dishes it to Waiters. He feeds it to Whiteside. To the middle, here's White, and he lays it straight in.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Pachulia into the lane, then Pachulia with the dunk.
Awesome look from Stephen Curry. Outstanding at distributing the basketball.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the paint, here's Whiteside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
You know what? Controlling the pace, being patient, great vision. We're seeing it all tonight.
Well, with Whiteside, no matter what he is doing, he is always setting the tone the way he goes about defending the rim. It's like he's taking it personally that these guys are not going to score on him.
And you know what? He's a tone setter defensively. He gives his group confidence when he's on the floor. And, you know, teams are starting to realize you simply do not go at Whiteside. The block numbers might be down, but his defensive impact is as high as ever.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Steve, as a player, what are the challenges of playing basketball early in a season?
I think getting your body used to the grind, getting your mind back used to the grind. I think those are the challenges. And depending if you brought in a lot of new faces, that could be a grind. But I think more importantly, it's just getting back into rhythm.
Getting in sync with yourself, but also getting in sync with your teammates.
Correct.
Inside, Dragic, the stupendous finish in traffic.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
But it can in the painted area. Regardless, he's crafty enough to get up a good shot.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
For Miami, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
The Warriors' playoff run last season, pretty remarkable. Won their first 14 straight and finished 16-1. 14 straight wins, the longest playoff win streak in NBA history.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Waiters dishes to Whiteside, and White slams it in.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
And you saw the stories about what sparked the Warriors' incredible playoff run last year, from Klay Thompson signing the toaster for a fan. Nonetheless, the team went on a huge run afterwards.
Yes, they did, going all the way, beating the Cavs in the Trilogy Series. Never underestimate a toaster.
That's good from Durant.
And probably the one constant of this Miami team the last few years has been their defense. They do a great job of making life difficult for opposing shooters, and it's been anchored by one of the best shot blockers in the game with Whiteside.
That one is no good. And the Miami defense is more than just Whiteside blocking shots, as you might say. Greg, they do a great job of limiting opponents' threes.
Yeah, they challenge the three ball as well as anybody. Both contest the shot and close out to deny the attempt from even being taken. This roster does a great job of taking away space from shooters.
Here's Richardson, following the basket by Draymond Green. Whiteside kicks to White. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And then Durant with the jam.
It comes so easy to KD. Putting up buckets is like breathing.
The Heat trail by 7. They get a hand on it. Dishes it to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Pass to Curry. Shoots over Dragic. Curry can't get it to go.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from their mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Miami.
And the one shot they've stayed away from tonight has been that long three. They've been a little more consistent with their shot selection, not launching as many deep threes.
Curry against Dragic. He kicks to Richardson. Over Durant. And it's off the back rim. No good. Warriors leading by 9. Green, the pass to Durant. That pushes it to double digits. Durant's got 15.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Now, for all the great things that Pachulia did for the Warriors last season, unfortunately, most fans will remember Kawhi Leonard hurting his ankle on Zaza's foot in the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, I don't think he did that intentionally. I know Zaza Pachulia. He just plays extremely hard. He's done a nice job for the Warriors, being that guy in the middle, doesn't block shots, but he was huge for the Warriors.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Pachulia. Then for the Heat, Olynyk, he's checked in for Whiteside. Johnson comes in for Okaro White. And Winslow subbed in for Josh Richardson.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Olynyk with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Waiters. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Waiters got his second basket of the game. Here's Iguodala. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. The Heat trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Lock up D from Iggy, keeping his hands active there.
Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Curry brings the double.
Jump ball. You two.
And so here is Golden State, and it's the Warriors' ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
He gets it in there.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Here's Durant. Good on the 13-footer. Durant's got 17.
The defender did his job, but it didn't matter. KD just too big, too good.
And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Too aggressive to start this game. That's already a couple fouls already in the first.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Miami. Tyler Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Johnson. Boy, was he something else against the Clippers. No coverage that time. Olynyk's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Iguodala. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Johnson kicks to Olynyk. The dish to Ellington. Back to Olynyk. The tray. No good there. The Warriors go the other way with it. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And look, it's all...
Whoa!
Good.
Beautiful. Beautiful. When you're that long and that athletic, I'll tell you, KD has the ability to put a little extra on it.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Now, here's Ellington. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Clippers. Here's Olynyk, and it's Miami with another.
Having a good, efficient start to this game offensively. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The drive by Green, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. That's 12 points for Draymond Green. The Heat trail by 12. Here's Olynyk. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage. and you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Johnson dishes to Johnson. Winslow wide open. He fires from outside off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now here's Johnson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And Iguodala comes to help. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. Number 1, Draymond Green.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. West is checked in for Durant. Patrick McCaw comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. West misses.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
Winslow kicks to Olynyk. Here's Johnson. Green with the block.
Green really puts forth a ton of effort on the defensive side. Always a shot-blocking threat.
Over Johnson. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Pass to Winslow. And Iguodala comes to help. Johnson from outside. The shot will not fall. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
They are not short in confidence, but they can't get too carried away because it could cost them the game.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Offensive rebound, West. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Johnson. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
Two shots.
And that one misses. Both teams will make substitutions. And he sinks the second. The Heat trail by 21. Here is Ellington. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's West. Doesn't get the finger roll.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Warriors lead by 21. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And certainly one of the game's bigger personalities, Draymond Green, had this to say about his approach to leadership.
Most importantly, it's just about how the guys respond to me. And, just really bringing that energy and that attitude and that fire each and every night, every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's, in the game, whatever it is, just always bringing that energy and that passion.
A heart and soul guy, Draymond Green has the kind of spirit, guys, that everyone else can just kind of feed off of.
Yeah, his talents and contributions now being appreciated. He's forced his way into the discussion of top 10 players in our league.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Fun to watch. They give you no time to set up on defense, and we see that reflected in the score.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Miami, we've got Wayne Ellington. Adebayo is out there with Johnson. Then it's Winslow, and it's Johnson in at the point guard position. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Miami's Eric Spoelstra is known for his focus and his devotion to work. How does he stay centered? Yoga. He said, I like it because you have to keep your eyes on your own mat. If you're not focused on the spot in front of you, you'll fall over. And Kevin, that mindfulness translates across the board.
Mindfulness. That's an interesting way to look at things, D.A. Spo is a great communicator. Knows how to certainly get through to his team. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Well, you watch the all-around game of Shaun Livingston, and there's a lot to like. Very soft on his turnaround and pull-up shots. Great vision, solid defender. He pretty much does everything well.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And with Livingston, you have to remember that his career was nearly ended by a devastating knee injury. Many players wouldn't have attempted to come back from an injury like that, but Steve, he has, and he has found success.
Kevin, it's hard not to cheer for a guy like Shaun Livingston who has gone through so much. You wonder how great he could have been if the injury never happened. I see him, he could have been playing or would have been an all-star in this game.
Well, the NBA can be a superstitious place at times, Steve, with all the quirks and characters in the league. And when you played, what was the strangest game day ritual that you ever saw?
I think Harold Miner. He touched everything with his nose, his gym shoes, his wristbands, the basketballs at the free throw line, and everybody did. And I think for me, as I got older, it wasn't strange. It was out of necessity. I had to get in some kind of steam room and have all those hot pads wrapped around me just to get loose to play.
I like that story. I don't like Baby Jordan's story, though. Harold Miner, that doesn't work for me. I don't understand that.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Bucket is good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
For 3, Richardson. Miami no good on that time either.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line. And Greg, you hear about the competitive culture that this Miami Heat franchise has.
Yeah, and that doesn't always work for some teams, but it works for the Heat. This group will push each other all the time to be the best they can be. The practices have a feel of game-level intensity.
Whiteside's checked in for Johnson.
One shot, gentlemen.
And last season, with the acquisition of Kevin Durant, it seemed the Warriors fell into the villain role in the NBA. They became the team fans love to hate as they were viewed from afar as being unfair. Smitty, do you think they embraced that role?
You know, I think they did, either knowingly or not. The physical play and antics of their big man helped that along, not to mention quotes like "no nightlife in Utah."
And that's going to be a travel. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Thompson.
Well, they say the mid-range game is a dying art form, but after looking at this shot chart, they are injecting a ton of life into it. Whatever space is being offered up to them in the mid-range, they have accepted and have continually knocked down shots to make the defense pay.
Here's Golden State now, outpacing them right now in a 15-2 run. Here's Young. Miami grabs the miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. Iguodala with the bucket.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
That one falls. Livingston's got 6 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. The fourth spot held by Hassan Whiteside.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Dion Waiters comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Dragic in for Tyler Johnson.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
And Nick Young with the slam.
Shaun Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Miami's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Richardson. Warriors with the rebound. Iguodala's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight, it's held them back.
The Heat have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. Dragic the pass to Waiters. Back to Dragic. 5 on the clock. Waiters outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Shots good from Young.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Right side a screen. Waiters with the ball. And it's Iguodala picking him up. Richardson, no luck. On offense, here are the Warriors. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Waiters outside. Stolen away. And Young kicks to McCaw. Livingston tips it back in. Livingston's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Waiters dishes to Dragic. Whiteside, the pass to Dragic. Sinks the triple. Dragic has got 6 here in this quarter.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
And he gets it to go.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Passes to Adebayo. Plenty of space. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Iguodala's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Tough to cut into a lead when you can't make shots. He's been off all period.
McCaw with the bucket.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Waiters. And Dragic has it in the corner. Off target with his 3. And here's Golden State. West with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Yep, that one goes in there. That's now 8 points for David West.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. Back to Waiters. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Adebayo. He's covered by Iguodala. Here's Young. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And Miami shooting for the game at 42%. Right side a screen. And Young comes over to help. Whiteside dishes to Richardson. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Richardson's got 10 points in the game.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Here's Iguodala. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Heat shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Feeds it to Dragic. There's the screen. Here's Whiteside. And it's sent back by West. And he's able to get it back. The drive by Iguodala. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Miami called for the foul.
Great drive to the rim by Iggy. His aggressiveness really forcing the D to get physical with him.
The Warriors have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Iguodala. Smitty, a lot of guys are great shooters because of how fast their release is, how quickly they get it off. Who has the quickest release, you think, right now in the league?
Klay Thompson, I think, is the quickest right now. Some other guys, J.J. Redick, Kyle Korver, those guys can get their shot off quickly. Jamal Crawford is not per se a three-point shot, but off the dribble in the mid-range. Anthony Morrow, those are some of the names I think that get it off the quickest. But Klay, I would say, is number one in my opinion.
When you played, did you try to work on that, getting it off quickly?
I think with my size, I didn't have to, Kevin, so I just wanted the guy to get as close as possible so I can shoot it right in his mug.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Here's White, following the score by Golden State. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And Thompson throws it down.
That basket doesn't happen without the hustle from Thompson there in transition. He is a beast at finishing fast break chances.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Find some space out beyond the arc.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Hard to maintain your discipline, but obviously this was the game plan coming in, and they're carrying it out.
It's stolen by Curry. Jumps up, and the jam by Steph Curry.
Stephen Curry on the defensive end with the nice steal and the beautiful finish.
Waiters with the ball. He's got 7. Curry brings the double. They get a hand on it. Curry with the steal. All alone, and Curry throws it down.
Oh, terrific pick. Then kicks it right ahead, turning defense into offense.
And on the other side, that's an annoying miscue. Total lack of focus.
Dragic the pass to Whiteside. Raiders on the wing. And White kicks to Olynyk. Tipped away. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Coming off a terrific season. 6th in free throw percentage. 7th in steals. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. He's off on the first.
And probably the prime memories with the Heat have to be from the Big 3 era. I mean, the team has done a great job of transitioning from that era to this current one, but classic example for me of reloading versus rebuilding.
Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Johnson, he's checked in for the Heat. Winslow comes in for Okaro White. And he sinks the second. And Greg, credit the Miami Heat front office and coaching staff for continuing to keep this team competitive despite losing several Hall of Fame-type players in the last couple of years.
And that is never an easy task for a franchise to go through. But the Heat have stayed in the competitive picture with smart signings and trades, and don't discount the impact Eric Spoelstra has had on that roster.
Here's Winslow following the basket by Draymond Green. Waiters with the ball, and Curry picks him up defensively. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Dragic from outside. The Warriors pull it in. Curry attacking. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And that's 10 points for Steph Curry.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And Olynyk kicks to Winslow. And Pachulia over to help. The feed to Waiters. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pachulia's got 4 rebounds now tonight. They get it back. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
When it's all said and done, there will be no doubt Curry will be the greatest shooter of all time. Closing in on every record involving three-pointers, he has absolutely changed the way the league views shooting point guards.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Stephen Curry is shooting better than 90% for his career at the free throw line.
A different look for Miami. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Waiters, and it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. And he's good on the second. Here's Johnson. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the half. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That's tipped. And Olynyk kicks to Winslow. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Here is Ellington. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The pass to Johnson.
And this has really become a struggle for them. Their shots aren't dropping, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. They need to put everything they have into getting high percentage shots.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Thompson comes with a double team. There's Winslow. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
And Durant gets it to go. Durant's got 21 in the game.
And no hesitation attacking the defense. Body to body, Durant with an impressive finish.
And here's Johnson outside. And so it's the Golden State Warriors enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been active and effective. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 21 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
That was the half of the super sub for them. A lot of offense coming off the bench, and that's such a luxury to have that kind of firepower available. There were times when the pace picked up when the second unit came into the game. And that's the best part, having a bunch of guys who's ready at the drop of a hat.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
An amazing view of the new eastern span of the beautiful Bay Bridge, which opened in 2013. Welcome back to Oakland, everyone. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
I tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
There were some great Kodak moments there for sure. Hopefully, we'll see some more in this second half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. And it's Pachulia in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Curry goes back up, and Pachulia finishes it off. Pachulia's got 10 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Dragic dishes to Waiters. Whiteside kicks to Waiters. He feeds it to Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. They double him with Green. Miami needs to get a shot off. Kept alive. Second chance shot. Good D by Thompson.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
With the putback, and Green is right there. Green's got 20.
I mean, he is relentless. You think you've got him stopped, then Draymond comes up with a big offensive rebound.
The Heat have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. They get a hand on it. And Waiters kicks to White. Whiteside against Pachulia. Waiters for 3. Connects from three-point range. He's got 10. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Green slams it in.
And it seems like Green is hitting from everywhere on the floor. This is his game.
And the Heat shooting 40% from the field. Kicks it to Richardson. Now Whiteside. And they double up Whiteside. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his third foul so far. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. They set the pick. Dishes to White. Just 5 to shoot. Waiters gets a wide open look. No good from outside. The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field.
You know, last season, Steve Kerr once again having to miss time due to complications from his back surgery. Missed the majority of the team's postseason. But he got through the regular season fine, but it's something that has troubled him off and on.
And that one's good. Durant.
You like the aggressiveness, pushing all the right buttons. He has this team rolling.
Waiters with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself.
Thompson uses those long arms to bother his man there. Got to hang on to the ball tight around him.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Now here's Dragic. 8 points for him. Snatched up. Whiteside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
And having worked with Steve Kerr here at 2K in other capacities, usually we get to rib him a lot and make jokes whenever we see him coaching. But you know, Steve, I speak for everyone in the 2K family when we wish Steve all the best and hope he can overcome these health issues.
I totally echo that, Kevin. Steve Kerr is just an NBA lifer. But more than that, he's a fantastic coach and even a better person. We hope to see him on the sidelines for years to come.
Green kicks to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And Durant, here we go.
Putting the ball on the deck, shaking off contact. Durant can get pretty much anything he wants.
The Heat have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Knocked loose. Here's Thompson. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the shot is long.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
They get the rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Durant's got 29 in the game.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Here's the 3. No good on that one. And the Heat going the other way now. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. They're in the midst of this long 6-game road trip. That will be game 4. And we see the game of basketball gaining popularity, Steve, around the globe. Do you see a difference in the number of international players in the league now versus, say, when you came into the league?
You know, Kevin, back then I saw it. It was probably 90% of guys from United States and then 10% international. That number right now is starting to grow. It is getting closer and closer to 50-50.
2 shots.
And the reason why, scouts now, with the technology, you can find a guy all over this globe, and guys are coming over here taking the game serious. I think it's going to come down to wherever you're from. If you're fundamentally sound, you have a chance to make it in the NBA.
And you know, Steve, a credit to current NBA and college coaches for making these summertime pilgrimages overseas to teach the kids in Yugoslavia and Serbia and all over the globe about the game of basketball. I think that has also sped up the development, and that's, again, a reflection of the international player coming to the NBA.
You're totally right. The global games and guys got to get a chance to see. I think it really started with the Dream Team, the original Dream Team. Everybody international are loving this game, and I think the players who listen and go out and work on their game, they have a better chance.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Warriors have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
Shooting for Golden State, Shaun Livingston with 1.
One shot.
Free throw good, Livingston.
Livingston is a very reliable free throw shooter, coming in with a career average of almost 80%.
Pass to Adebayo. And Durant comes to help. In the corner, it's Richardson. Releases. A second chance effort, and he makes the bucket. True contact and gets the whistle, too.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
And, you know, normally when you look at a guy like Whiteside with the field goal percentage and all, you'd think it's all about dunks. But I tell you what, he's improved his entire repertoire of scoring options near the rim. And now he's even showing that he can step out and knock down that little face-up 15-footer.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Whiteside earlier in his career didn't have as many options to score, but Greg, he's been very conscious of keeping that improvement of his game, and especially on the offensive end.
And Whiteside has been self-motivated since he's come back to the NBA. He's got the great length. He gets the hooks. He's got that baby hook up over the defenders, the soft shooting touch, and he just continues to improve offensively, all the while still being a force on the defensive side of the floor.
Baseline try, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
That's his fourth personal foul. At the line for your Warriors, David West, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And the first one drops. With the way the Warriors romped in the playoffs and how stacked their team is, Steve, is a team like Golden State or really any team this talented good for the NBA?
It's a question that was asked a lot last season and will get asked a lot this season. I love the way this team plays. I think they play with such greatness and unselfishness. All the other 29 teams, they just have to catch up.
And David West drops them both. Miami's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Winslow. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Miami shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And we take a look here at the shot chart for Miami.
Well, they're going to have to look elsewhere for points because he has pulled a Houdini and completely disappeared from the offense in this one. Just no production from him, and nothing seems to be in rhythm for him right now. It's just not his night.
Warriors on D. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Winslow.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
Shots good by Durant. Durant's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Winslow. He kicks it to Dragic. Good ball movement here by Miami. Miami no good on that time either.
And that's the shot he wants. Just a little bit out of rhythm.
And it's Durant missing.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
What I love is he takes the right angle, affects the shot without fouling.
The rebound by Johnson.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
Winslow kicks to Johnson. Johnson draws the double. And it's sent back by West. Iguodala against Winslow. Iguodala gets the bucket.
Finding the open man, and Durant has dramatically improved as a passer since he's entered this league.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
McCaw, the pass to Livingston. The baseline J. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Livingston. 14 points for Andre Iguodala.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Pass to Adebayo. The dish to Johnson. Adebayo passes to Dragic. Knocked loose. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Livingston. Rebound by the Heat. And the call will be against Shaun Livingston. That's his first foul. The Warriors making a switch here. Young's checked in. Then for the Heat, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. and Ellington is subbed in for Goran Dragic. Heat shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. Johnson dishes to Olynyk. Olynyk sets a screen for Winslow. Olynyk in the corner. Back to Ellington. Sinks that one from the post.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And here's Iguodala outside. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his third rebound tonight. Johnson in the corner. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. West has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Young. Ellington grabs the miss.
When you miss a lay-in, it sort of sucks the energy out of your team.
On the wing, Johnson. And Olynyk kicks to Johnson. Poked loose. Lock at 6. Johnson draws the double. Here's Winslow. Another shot. And Olynyk with the lay-in. Olynyk's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Now here's Johnson. And here's Winslow. Johnson the screen, and Olynyk kicks to Winslow. Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Took him no time at all on that one. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And it's the Heat with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Johnson outside. Ellington kicks to Olynyk. And another basket for Miami.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
McCaw with the bucket. McCaw has got 10 points.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
And Miami shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. A shot by Ellington, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Iguodala, no good. Heat shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Johnson kicks to Ellington. And Iguodala comes to help. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Whenever Andre gets loose on the break, you have to reward him. Great job running the floor, one of the best in the business.
And it's Miami's ball. Johnson, the pass to Johnson. Here's Winslow, and it's sent back by West.
He can't get anything to fall this quarter, and obviously that's dragging the whole team down.
Livingston, no luck. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Ellington, guarded closely. Johnson, a wide open look. The Warriors pull it in. McCaw has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Livingston, here's Young, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got his 8th assist here tonight. Johnson. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
They're getting us out of stuff. Make hard cuts. Everything with force, okay? Come on.
And there's Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to play with a little sharper mind, with a little more intense, with more vigor.
And simply put, it's about reaching another level of intensity. When they're attacking, that's when they're at their best.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth, we've got Kelly Olynyk, Mickey out there with White. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's Johnson in at point guard. Now here's Johnson. Fires the three. The shot by Ellington, no good.
I'll tell you, the defense dodging a bullet right there. That's his shot.
And taken away by Johnson. Oh, that's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pachulia. Warriors on D. Ellington kicks to Mickey. Johnson for three, and the three ball is good. Johnson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Miami.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
That's Shaun Livingston's game. Always keeping his eyes up and hitting the open guy.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And you don't need the big play. Right now, you just need the smart one.
This is what desperation can do. You start to play outside of yourself, making a bad situation worse.
Here's Livingston. Here's Young. And Nick Young with the slam.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to White. Heat moving the ball around. Mickey kicks to Johnson. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And he is pouring it on here offensively. Olynyk looks to be warmed up.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Young's shot is off. And Miami has possession. In the corner, it's Ellington. Well, the league has long had a rookie orientation program. People rave about it. It continues to develop and evolve. More recently, Steve, they've created a program for players transitioning to retirement. This is an outstanding idea. What's important with that in your eyes?
I'm glad you brought that up, Kevin. I think the rookie orientation should even start even earlier. I think it should start at the college level. Not saying that everybody's going to make it to the NBA, but it helps you what they give you just in a game of life. And then transitioning to retirement, I think it should be the first day you sign that NBA contract, the transition should start, because it could end with an injury. And obviously we know even if you play a lengthy career, in 10 or 12 years is over.
Like if you were going to talk to a young player and if the player said, Steve, give me one thing that I need to remember as I go through my career and then it ends, what's the one thing, piece of advice you would feed to a young player about what's going to be at the end of this journey?
Well, I think first of all, there's a couple things, Kevin, and I have to answer. First, you got to keep your value system. Second, financially, you got to understand is make it simple as possible. You're not going to be able to live on the same type of salary for the rest of your life. So if you have a contract, say $20 million, in a simple way, divide that up for like 50 years, because that's how much you're going to need to be able to live off on.
And that one falls for Ellington.
When you watch the Warriors play, their offense is a work of art. There is so much player movement and passing, it's impossible to cover. And the shooting they have, it just puts it over the top. A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Now the pass to Adebayo. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Steve, the common mistake fans have with the Warriors is thinking they only make threes to score. It's a combination of a lot of things, and I think it just overwhelms defenders.
You know, one thing that comes to mind to me is they pick out the Warriors in mismatches or lose a defender on great screens. They're amazing at that. They force defenders to make a ton of split-second decisions. One mistake, and it's easy for them to score.
Adebayo with the bucket.
Taking a workman-like approach inside. That's the shot you want.
And it's Miami with the rebound. White drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
McCaw with the bucket.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
Now here's White. Feeds it to Johnson. Mickey passes to White. Mickey kicks to Ellington. No good from outside. The Warriors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. It's deflected. Johnson outside. From the arc. And Ellington is good for 3. Ellington's got 6 here in this quarter.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
Here's Mickey. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That is his first foul of the game. Well, every so often a team will have a home game and see their stadium flooded with fans for the away team. Happens when a especially good, popular team is playing a team kind of in a bad part of their schedule, or maybe just in a bad part of their development. Smitty, do players notice when this happens, and does it bother them at all?
Yeah, players notice it. It does.
Whoa!
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
Yeah.
That's for sure. Pass to Adebayo. Here's White. And there's the whistle that goes on Jordan Mickey. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team's first.
Warriors have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Zaza Pachulia with one.
One shot, mind the lanes.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Miami's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Rockets the pass to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Outside White. Outside Dragic. Now here's Ellington. He's covered by Livingston. Pachulia with the steal. Goes up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Shaun Livingston at 6'7", leaking out on the break. Long strides gave him the advantage to finish at the bucket.
Back to Dragic. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. On defense, the Warriors. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Here is Ellington. 4 on the clock. There's the feed to Dragic. Miami no good on that time either.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Pachulia into the lane. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. And the initial rules for the NBA include that 6 personal fouls is the magic number before you're done for the game. It's been this way since, who can remember? But do you think 6 is the right number, Steve, for fouls? Or would you like to see them raise or lower it?
I definitely wouldn't want to see them raise it. I think 7 would be too much. Maybe if they lower it, that's a possibility. But Right now, I think it's 6, maybe 5, or maybe you can experiment during some preseason games or in summer league. But I think 6 should be the maximum.
Drills it from outside.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the fourth, strictly from the perimeter.
You know, plenty of teams, they try this strategy. Works when you're hot, but works against you when you're not. And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Dragic dishes to White. There's Winslow, and it's off from three-point range. It's West with the drive. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And David West gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Dragic. On the wing, Ellington, fended by West. There's a screen. Winslow kicks to Ellington. His three-pointer's off the mark, and it's the Warriors' ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's West. Misses off the right iron. The Heat shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Winslow and Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. And it's good, 2 points. Young's got 28 points for the game.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
And he's doing it efficiently, taking makeable shots. That's led to a high percentage from the field.
Miami no good on that time either. Here's McCaw. No good that time. And the Heat going the other way now. Kicks to Ellington. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pachulia's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. It's good again and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Dragic the pass to Ellington. McCaw grabs the miss. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Pachulia, no luck. The Heat shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. To the inside, shoots from 12. McCaw grabs the miss. McCaw has got 11 rebounds in the game. Pachulia, good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
On offense, here are the Heat.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Winslow. The Warriors pull it in. West has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Got that one up quick. 19 points in the game.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
There's a screen for 3, Ellington. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And he comes up with the deuce. Pachulia's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Here he is doing it again.
Knocked loose. Pachulia with the steal. Shots good from Young. Young's got 30.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Dishes it to Ellington. Dragic kicks to Winslow. And the 3 off target.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Olynyk, he's checked in for the Heat.
One shot. One shot.
And for the Heat, they're shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. Outside, White. On the wing, Ellington. Fended by West. Adebayo passes to Dragic. The offensive rebound, Olynyk. The layup off target.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
On the wing, Ellington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And Young with the basket on the assist by Livingston. Young's got 34 points.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
And Dragic has it in the corner. Another miss by Dragic. Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're up. Just 4 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I'm not questioning that either, but he clearly hasn't given up on this one quite yet.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Zaza Pachulia.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Here's Young. And again, it's the Warriors missing. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, we expect big games for you. How do you put together 4 quarters of excellence like tonight?
Well, I'm just playing off my teammates. I'm not trying to force anything. Just take what the defense gives me and be aggressive.
Yeah, you set the tone tonight and got the win. Thanks very much, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.